Welcome to Indestructible. This is going to be one of the most amazing journeys in your Christian walk. I can't wait to take you on this journey. I have been teaching these principles for years to my clients and preaching this in churches, and anywhere these principles are revealed, new life comes to hearts of people. It wakes them up. How would you like to play the game of life really hard? Not surviving, but living powerfully for Jesus. Powerfully. Being able to do and believe what he says you can do and believe what he says you can believe. In this series, I'm going to share principles about really understanding who you are, how you were made, and how indestructible you really are. Now, before I do all that, I want to share with you two things. Firstly, how this teaching came about. And then secondly, I want to introduce myself to those of you who may not know who I am. Let's start with how this teaching came about. It would be wonderful if I could say I sat on a rock here in Colorado and God graciously gave me a download, which I do love when he does that, and I have those moments, but this was not one of those moments. For the past 30 years, I have been counseling Christian men and women who have struggled with sexual addiction, sexual abuse, rapes, intimacy anorexia, and partner betrayal trauma. These are all horrendous and tragic things. All these deep wounds of the spirit, the soul, and the body of a person. Any one of these could change the trajectory of a life or even shut the heart down, not wanting to face a day again. However, year after year, decade after decade, I would see these souls do the hard work of healing and recovering from their addiction, from their trauma, from their abuses, neglects, and rise above these and become amazing, loving human beings, great Christians, loving God, loving others, and even able to forgive and love those who injured them. I was so privileged to see this incredible power of these souls as women could love a man who repeatedly cheated on her, used porn for decades, a man who could walk free from his sexual abuse and sexual addiction. These are miracles. Men and women who struggle with intimacy and anorexia open their hearts and be sexually connecting to their spouse. These are miracles for these people. What I see was this incredible, indestructible soul moving through what looked impossible. I had to ask myself, what am I seeing? Again and again, at any age, any race, any belief system that they might have. What am I seeing? And what I was seeing was their indestructibleness. They were indestructible, no matter what bullet they took in their life. Like the Wolverine in the X-Men series, they were able to kind of push it out, and when he pops those bullets out of his chest, boom, 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 boom. They were able to do this over time. Now, in this laboratory of counseling, this piece by piece revelation that I'm going to give to you that came from these courageous souls is what I'm going to share with you, because it helped them not only live, but truly live. It helped them to overcome. It helped them to have a belief in that they could take the next step. Now, these collage of ideas and biblical truths that I'm sharing with you, they apply to the whole body of Christ, so that the whole body of Christ can know that they are indestructible just the way they are. Now, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Doug Weiss. But here's my story. I was conceived in adultery. I was put in foster homes. I was sexually abused. I was sexually addicted, alcoholic, drug addict. And I came to Christ as Jesus as Lord at 19. Alcohol and drugs left instantly. Sex addiction stayed. I went to Bible school and seminary. I started to heal from sexual addiction. Now, I've been 34 years clean, and there's a polygraph in my office to prove that. So if anyone's struggling, you can be free. I wrote my first book in the early 1990s. Been on Oprah, Dr. Phil, TBN, Daystar, 700 Club, and many others. I had a Lifetime movie made about me, a documentary about our practice. I've authored over 40 books, workbooks. I'm the president of the American Association for Sex Addiction Therapy, and I've been the executive director of Heart to Heart Counseling Center, where we do 3 and 5 day intensives every week here in Colorado Springs. Now, I share my story and my life to help you. No matter where you are or how you start, you are innately, I'm going to show this to you, innately indestructible. And when you mix your faith and you truly believe in your innate indestructibility, nothing, and I mean nothing on earth, can stop you from reaching your destiny.